Hi students, in this video, we will review questions number 83 through 87 of the 2024 SHSAT practice exam. Let's get started. Question number 83. Which statement must be true if X is a whole number greater than or equal to 1? For this problem, I like to use an example of X that satisfies the requirement in the problem. The problem specifically states that X is a whole number greater than or equal to 1. Let's try out X equals 2. For answer choice A, we have 1 over 2 plus 1, and we're comparing that to 1 over 2 plus 2. Is 1/3 greater than 1/4? Absolutely, because we know that when we compare fractions, the smaller the denominator, the larger the value of the fraction. Let's check out answer choice B. 1 over 2 plus 1 is definitely not less than 1 over 2 plus 2. 1/3 is not less than 1/4. So we know this one is incorrect. Just in case it's a little hard for you to compare fractions, I like to think about fractions in terms of percent. So we know that 1/3 is 33 1/3%, and 1/4 is 25%. So sometimes seeing it as a percent is easier for me to make the comparison. Let's check out answer choice C. 1 over 2 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 plus 2. Is that greater than 1? Let's see. We have 1/3 minus 1/4, and we're comparing that to the value 1. 1/3 minus 1/4 is actually, we do 4 times 1 minus 3 times 1, right? So that's 4 minus 3, which is 1, over 3 times 4, which is 12. 1/12 is definitely not greater than 1. So answer choice C is also incorrect. Let's check out D. 1 over 2 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 plus 2. Is that greater than 1/2? Let's see. 1/3 minus 1/4, is that greater than 1/2? So we already concluded that 1/3 minus 1/4 is 1/12. And we know for sure that 1/12 is not greater than 1/2. So the correct answer is choice A. Number 84. A basket contains red balls, green balls, and white balls. There are 12 red balls in the basket. The probability of randomly choosing a red ball is 1 in 3. If the probability of randomly choosing a green ball is 1 in 4, how many green balls are in the basket? Let's give this a try. Just for a little bit of fun, I'm going to draw a little basket here so we can visualize exactly what's going on. There are 12 red balls in the basket, but we also know that the probability of randomly choosing a red ball is 1 in 3. So I will set that equal to the fraction 1 over 3. The equivalent denominator would have to be 36. 12 over 36 is equivalent to 1/3. Therefore, if there are 12 red balls, there are 36 balls in total. You can simply solve this by using the proportion method. Cross multiplication or multiplying both the denominator and the numerator by the same number. Now that we know that the total number of balls is 36, we can calculate the number of green balls. We're told that the probability of choosing a green ball is 1 over 4. We know that the total number of balls is 36. To go from 4 to 36, we can multiply by 9. Therefore, we can multiply the numerator by 9 as well. There are 9 green balls in the basket. So answer choice G is the correct answer. Number 85. It took Lars 2 hours to ride his bicycle 48 kilometers. What was his average speed in miles per hour? Use the approximation 1 mile equals 1.6 kilometers. The formula for average speed is distance over time. But remember, we want our final answer to be in miles per hour. Right now, we have the time as 2 hours, but we need to convert 48 kilometers into miles. Since 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers, we need to identify how many miles is 48 kilometers. We can cross multiply this proportion. We have 1.6x equals 48 And now we can divide both sides by 1.6. Remember, we don't like to divide by a decimal. So we're going to move this decimal point one place to the right and move the decimal point up here one place to the right. In this case, we will fill in a missing 0. So this is equivalent to 480 divided by 16. Did you guys know that 16 times 3 is 48? If so, you would notice that 16 divided by 16 is 1, 48 divided by 16 is 3, and 0 divided by 16 is 0. Therefore, 48 kilometers is equivalent to 30 miles. Now that we have the information we need, we can go ahead and calculate average speed. Remember, average speed equals distance over time. So our total distance is 30 miles, and our total time is 2 hours. When we divide 30 miles by 2 hours, we get 15 miles per hour. So the correct answer is choice B. Number 86, integer x is evenly divisible by 3. Which expression below is also evenly divisible by 3? Again, I like to use a sample number to help me solve the problem. I know that if x equals 9, that counts as a number evenly divisible by 3. Which expression below is also evenly divisible by 3? Let's check it out. If x equals 9, then 2 times 9 plus 1 would be 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1 is 19. 19 is not evenly divisible by 3. What about 3 times 9 minus 5? That would be 27 minus 5, which is 22. That is not evenly divisible by 3. What about 4 times 9 minus 1? 36 minus 1 is 35. Again, not evenly divisible by 3. What about 4 times 9 plus 6? Let's check it out. 9 times 4 is 36, and 36 plus 6 is 42. That number is evenly divisible by 3. So we know that answer choice H is the correct answer. If we use our reasoning skills, we notice that if we're multiplying by a number that's divisible by 3, we know for sure that any of these terms here are divisible by 3. But when you're adding or subtracting, we want to make sure that whatever number is being added or subtracted, it's also divisible by 3. For these answer choices, 6 is the only number that is divisible by 3. That's why we have H as the correct answer. Number 87. Lamel has a jar containing 6 red chips, 10 blue chips, and 4 yellow chips. If he removes 1 chip at random, what is the probability that it will not be red? The probability of getting a red chip is 6 out of 20. The probability of getting not a red chip is 14 out of 20. If we express this fraction in simplest form, we have 7 out of 10. So answer choice B is the correct answer. If you learned something in this video, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.